Hi, I'm Lorraine. Welcome to the District Yoga and welcome to your power practice. We're going to get started in a seated position. So come onto your mat, come onto a seat, and let the soles of the feet come together. We'll start in a bound angle pose to get started out. Let the knees open up wide. An option, you can bring the feet in closer to you. You could bring them away from you. It does change the shape a little bit, so you decide what feels best. I think I'm going to bring them in close to me. I'm going to grab my toes with my hands, and then I'm going to lift up to the crown of the head. Inhale. And then just fold to your degree. Find something that feels appropriate to start out. Again, it's your first shape, so it doesn't have to be your deepest shape by any means. Just start out here. Maybe just start to notice how the hips feel, how the lower body feels. Maybe just the whole physical body. Give yourself a nice scan from head to toe. And again, just stay here for a few rounds of breath. This will be our introduction, our sense of grounding into our practice. If you need to add any sort of movement, maybe of the head, whatever might be calling your name, to allow yourself to just feel into your body. And ultimately, just to allow yourself to drop in to this practice and onto your mat. This will be a jam-packed class, so just see if you can let yourself land here, becoming present to this moment. Take your last 5 rounds of breath. If you have a little more depth in you, find that on your last 2. Together, we'll take one more inhale. Deep exhale. Ever so gently lifting the upper body up. Let's close the knees like you're closing a book. And then from here, we're going to make our way into a boat pose. So right away, jumping into the core. So options here. You could bring the feet parallel with the earth, or you could bring the hands behind you, fingertips face forward, or you can bring the hands by the side body. I think I'm going to start with them behind me to start out, because we're going to add a little movement for the legs. So activate through the belly, activate, get long through the spine, through the core. Take a breath in, huge breath out. We're going to add the legs. So right leg's going to extend out. Maybe that heel taps and touches. Bring it back in. And then that left leg's going to extend out. Maybe you tap and touch. Bring it back in. Just a couple rounds like this. Extend it out. Bring it in. Lower it down. And in. Lower. And in. Yes. Last 2. So a little touch for the hip flexors. A little touch for the core. Last one. Come back to boat pose. If not already, bring the hands down by the side body. Just let that shake for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Go ahead and roll back to your back. Maybe rock forward and back. Just massaging that spine a couple times. We're going to rock our way all the way up to a standing forward fold. So however that looks, if that means scooting the legs off to the side, you absolutely can. Otherwise, we just meet in the standing forward fold. Let the head just hang. Maybe sway the hips side to side, whatever feels good to start out. Stretching the backs of those legs. And allowing yourself to just, again, arrive here, staying present in this moment. Finding anything that you might need. Last 3. Last 2. Again, we're going to activate through the lower body. So if not already, hands down to the mat. Come up onto the fingertips though, so the palms aren't flat. You're up on your fingertips. And in fact, the hands are about a foot in front of the big toe there. So if you're with me, we're going to lift up onto the tippy toes. And you could have a huge bend in the knees if you need it. I have a slight bend here, fingertips on the mat. If you wanted to try to straighten out the legs, you absolutely could. A little more engagement, a little more length. Let the head just hang. Feel the back of the body, find some space. And then just breathe. Again, we're touching into the calves. We don't touch into the calves too much in yoga. So a nice little touch into them. Take a breath in. Set the heels back down. That should feel nice. Let the head hang heavy. We're going to get that a couple more times through. So we're going to move it to the breath. The inhale is going to be to lift up onto the tippy toes. Breath in. The exhale is going to be to lower the heels down. And as you lower down, see if you can make that very slow and controlled. On an inhale, lift up. On the exhale, slow and controlled, lift down. Inhale, breathe in, lift up. Exhale, bring it down. Last two. Inhale, tippy toes, fingertips. Lower it back down. Last one. Let's hold it here for 3. So lift up. Breathe, breathe, breathe for 3. Yes, for 2. Those calves may be starting to talk to you. Last one. Inhale. Slow descent down. Slow, 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 slow. Set those heels down. Forward fold. Dive it out. Beautiful half lift. On the exhale, plant the hands, step back to your upper push-up position, your first plank pose today. If you need to drop the knees, always more than welcome. Otherwise, just stay here. Breathe in. Massive breath out. Lift those hips up. Come into your first downward facing dog. And find a ton of movement here. Really, really move around. Maybe wiggle the hips side to side. Bend the knees really big. If you'd like to bring one leg up, bend the knee, roll the ankle. Whatever feels good. Find lots and lots of movement here. If you need to move one arm, move the other. Shake the head. Find as much movement as possible to let that back body find some space. Last 3 rounds of breath. Beautiful for 2. And 1 on the inhale. Let's shift back to that plank pose. Take an inhale. Exhale back to downward facing dog. From here, downward facing dog, find a little bit of stillness. We're going to really spread through those fingers, press through those hands, start to bend through the knees, and just start to hover the knees just a couple inches off the mat. This is what we're going to call bear pose today. So find a bear hover and maybe let it shake. Let the legs work. Keep pressing into the earth. Last 3. For 2. And 1, come back to that downward facing dog. So that's what we're going to call bear pose. You're going to see it a couple times through today. So remember that shape. Download it into your mind, into your body. Take a breath in. Huge breath out. Let's get in some warm-up A's. Press the heart back. Step or hop, top of the mat you go. Find a half glance as you inhale. Exhale, dive it back in. On the inhale, let's stand up, reach it up tall. As you do, lift up onto your tippy toes. Your feet might need to be a little bit wider. Breathe here. Arms reach on your tippy toes just like before, but the upper body's lifted as well. Take an inhale. Set the heels down, forward fold. Dive back into those legs. Yes. That's going to be our warm-up, babe. Halfway lift. Plant the hand, step or hop it, find a plank pose, and lower all the way down to the belly. Unravel the toes, lift the chest, lift the heart, find that cobra. Exhale, make your way back, downward facing dog, breathe it out. Take a breath in. Huge breath out. Let's try that bear hover again. Lower the knees, hover, hover, hover for 3, for 2. Come back to downward facing dog. Inhale. Stay there. Exhale. Press the heart back. Step or hop it. Top of the mat you go. Half glance. Bow in. Stand up, lift up onto your tippy toes as you rise. It might be a little shaky. Exhale, forward fold, dive back in. Half glance. Plant the hands, step or hop it, vinyasa. Heart lifts. Downward facing dog. Right away, bear hover, massive inhale. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Press the heart back. Step or hop, top of your mat. Half lift. Fold in. Wide feet. Let's lift up onto the tippy toes as you rise and reach. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Dive back out. Half glance. Plant the hands. Step or hop it. Vinyasa, you go. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Bear hover. Last time here. Breathe in. Downward facing dog. Breathe out. Let's move on from that warm-up series. Press the heart back. Step or hop it. Top of the mat. Half glance. Exhale, bow. Bend the knees to 90. Let's come into our chair pose. First time today. Let's just check in with it. Weight shifted into the heels. Your shins shifted back. You should be able to see your toes if you did that. Core engaged. Legs turned on. Arms rising, arms reaching. Pinky fingers roll in towards each other. Shoulders down and away from the ears. Keep breathing. We're building a little bit more heat here. Squat a little deeper into your chair for 3. Beautiful for 2. One more inhale. Forward dive. Get out of that. Half a lift. Hands to the mat. Step or hop it. Find a vinyasa. Heart's gonna lift. Downward facing dog. On your next breath in, right leg's gonna rise up. Exhale, step it forward. Stay on the ball of the back toes. We're coming up to crescent lunge. First time today. Settle in. Hips square towards the front. Legs strong. Back leg super active. Core engaged. Spine tall. Arms reaching. Breath steady. It's going to be fairly traditional for this second warm-up series. We're just going to get a couple rounds. Inhale, rise and reach. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step it back. Wash it out lower. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Breathe out. Left side, lift it up. Step it forward. Ball of the back toes. Come into your crescent lunge. Inhale, I rise. Left side this time. Settle in. Keep the breath with you. Again, just the first round a little slower to download the shape into our minds. Stay here. Last couple breaths. If you're with me, arms reach up. Inhale. Hands to the mat. Let's wash all of that out. Lower slow. Heart lifts. Downward facing dog. Breathe it out. Take a couple moments just to catch up with your breath. We're going to pick up the pace with that one breath, one movement. Just our warm-up E. Second warm-up today. Press the heart back. Step, hopper, float it, top of your mat. Halfway up. Bow it in. Chair pose, just a breath in. Forward fold, dive that out. Half glance. Plant the hand, step or hop it, lower slow. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Right leg lifts. Step it forward. Inhale, circle it up. Hands to your mat. Find your vinyasa, lower slow. Inhale. Downward facing dog, left side lifts. Step it forward. Rise and reach. Hands to the earth. Wash that out. Chaturanga. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Yes, I can. Press the heart back. Step, hopper, float it. Top of the mat. Halfway. Bow in. Chair pose. Inhale. Forward fold. Exhale. Halfway lift. Hands to the mat. Step or hop it. Heart shines. Downward facing dog. We're going to add on right leg lifts. Step forward. Inhale for crescent, listen up, warrior two, back foot dials flat. That front heel in line with that back middle arch. Check into the lower body. Arms wide, gaze steady over that front middle finger. Beautiful. If you're with me, reverse your warrior, flip that palm up and back. Breathe. Yes, find that full body reach. Listen up, straighten that front leg, arms wide, turn the toes in. We're going to make our way to goddess pose. So kick the heels in, hands to the heart space or hands to the knees. You decide. We're going to be here for a few rounds of breath, so just feel those inner thighs start to work. Check in. Yes. We'll stay here for 5, maybe squat a little lower. For 4. For 3. Last 2. Everybody, we're going to come to warrior 2 at the back of our mat. Left toes forward, warrior 2. Take a breath in. Cartwheel the hands down, lower vinyasa. Inhale, let that heart lift. Exhale, downward facing dog, breathe it out. Left side, lift it up, inhale. Step that foot forward. Inhale, we come to that crescent lunge. Exhale for warrior 2. Beautiful, stay here. Check into your lower body. Feel the lightness through the upper body here. When you're ready, flip that palm, reverse your warrior up and back. Side body, find some space. Keep breathing. If you're with me, straighten that front leg, arms wide, turn the toes in. If you need to heel toe the feet in, you can. Kick the heels in and come to that goddess squat. Again, you decide where the hands go. Find your balance too. And this time, if you want a little bit more movement, maybe it's a pulse up and down. Yes, getting into the lower body today. Keep breathing. Last couple moments. Last couple breaths. For 3, 2, and 1. Arms reach up, toes reach up. Warrior 2, front of the mat, right toes turn forward. Beautiful. Massive breath in. Cartwheel the hands down, vinyasa. You lower slow. Heart lifts. Downward facing dog. Let's crawl to the back of our mat. Find yourself in a standing forward fold. In fact, bring the feet wide as your mat. Let's kick the heels in again and lower the hips down for a yogi squat malasana. Maybe the hands to the heart. Maybe the hands down low. Take a couple breaths. Let's say 5. For 4. Last 3. For 2. Wherever your hands are, bring them down towards the mat. Slowly start to lift the hips. Turn the toes forward. We're going to make our way to a standing split. So right leg's going to stay. Left leg's going to lift up. Hands down low. Head hangs heavy. Find that space through that bottom right leg. And then just hang here. A couple rounds of breath. Doesn't matter how high the left toes get. Just find what feels good for you. Keep breathing. Last 3. For 2. Forward fold. Dive it out. We're going to switch sides. So left toes are going to stay. This time right leg lifts up. Standing split. Head hangs. Keep breathing. Checking back in with a breath. How does that feel? Beautiful. Last 5. For 4. How does that bottom leg feel? Breathe into the back of that left leg. 2. One more inhale, toes reach. Forward, dive, just bend the knees, maybe grab opposite elbows and sway. If you're with me, we're going to crawl our way back, downward facing dog. Down dog, down dog. Let's get back in to movement. Rise that right leg up. Inhale. On the exhale, step forward. We're going to come back to crescent lunge. Inhale, I rise. On the exhale, lean the upper body forward. We're going to come right into warrior 3, Digasana pose, balancing on that right leg. Arms down the ribs or hands to the heart. You decide. Stay here. Activating through that bottom leg, although we just touched it in that standing split. Breathe here for 3. Breathe here for 2. In fact, we're coming back to that standing split. Hands down to the mat. Left leg reaches. Find that space to that bottom right leg. Beautiful. Stay with me. First round, downloading these shapes. One more inhale, toes reach. Listen up, bend the bottom knee. We're going to come back to crescent lunge. Massive breath in, I rise. Plant the hands down. Let's lift the right leg back up. 3-leg down dog. Knee to nose, round through the back. Press the floor away. Step that right foot to meet the left. Bear hover. Remember, bear hover. And then step the right foot forward. Step the right foot forward. Step the left foot forward. Dive in. Forward fold. Half glance. Fold back in. Let's squat our knees to 90. Chair pose. Coming back to it. Settle in. For 3. Beautiful. For 2. One more inhale. Squat low. Forward fold. Get out. Halfway lift. Plant the hands. Step or hop it. Lower slow. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Breathe out. Left leg lifted up. 3-leg dog. Step it forward. Inhale for that crescent lunge. Remember this. Lean it forward. Come into that left leg. 3rd warrior. Digasana pose. Stay here. Just download this shape into this side and into your body. Keep breathing. Checking back in with your breath. Hands either to the heart or down the ribs, squaring that hip. And then you know where we're going. Take a breath in. Hands down to the earth. Find your variation of standing split. Breathe here. Head hangs heavy. Breath stays super, super steady. If you're with me, toes reach back up. We're going to come to crescent lunge. Bend the bottom knee. Arms rise, arms reach. Hands down to the mat. We're still on the left leg. Left leg's going to lift up. 3-leg dog. Knee to nose, round through the back. Set the left foot to meet the right. Bear hover. Hover the knees. Step the left foot forward. Step the right foot forward. Dive in. Halfway up. Bow back in. Chair pose. Squat it low. Yes, for 3. Beautiful for 2. If you haven't noticed, we're getting into the lower body. We're touching those legs a lot today. For 2. Last one, squat low. Forward, dive, get out. Half lift. Plant the hands, step or hop it, vinyasa. Find your back bend of choice. Back to downward facing dogs. Take a couple breaths. That's going to be our next flow. We're going to get 2 rounds, 1 breath, 1 movement. And it's going to be quick. It's going to be quick. It's going to be fun. So find a little playfulness here. When you're ready, right leg's going to lift up. Step it forward. Inhale for crescent lunge. Right away, lean it into that warrior 3. Massive breath in. Hands down low, standing split. Stay here. 1 more huge inhale. Bend the bottom knee, land it down, crescent on the breath in. Plant the hands down, right leg lifts up, knee to nose. Bear pose, hover. Step the right foot forward, step the left foot forward. Half lift, bow in. Chair pose, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway up. Plant the hands, step or hop it, vinyasa. Inhale. Downward facing dog, yes. Left leg, rise it. Step it through. Crescent on the inhale. Lean it forward, warrior three. Stay here, breath in. Hands to your mat, stay here. Another breath in. Bend the bottom knee, land it down, crescent on the breath in. Hands down to the mat, three-leg dog, lift it up. Knee to nose, bear pose, hover. Step the left foot, step the right foot. Halfway lift, fold in. Chair pose, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Half glance. Hands to the earth, find your vinyasa or skip it. Never too early. Downward facing dog. Right leg, step it forward. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale to warrior three. Right away, hands down low, standing split. Massive breath in. Bend the bottom knee, come to crescent on the inhale. Hands down to the earth, right leg, three-leg dog. Knee to nose. Bear pose, hover. Step the right foot forward. Step the left foot forward. Half glance. Bow in. Whew. Chair pose, yes I can. Forward fold, dive it out. Halfway. Hands to the earth, step, hop, float it. Inhale. Down dog, last side for these. Left leg lifts. Step forward. Inhale, crescent lunge. Lean into that front left leg. Hands down to the earth, standing split. Massive breath in. Bend the bottom knee, come back to crescent lunge. Hands to the mat. Yes, you're almost there. Left leg up. Knee to nose. Bear hover. Step the left foot. Step the right foot. Halfway up. Fold in. Chair pose. Massive breath in. This time, stand up, hands to the heart space. Whoo! Feel that energy that you've created here. Feel that heart beating against the thumbs. Come back to the breath. In fact, check in with the lower body. We're definitely focused in on the legs today. Check in. Maybe wipe some sweat. If you need to grab some water, grab some water. We're just going to stay here. In fact, bring the hands down by the side, body's mountain pose. Keep breathing. Filling up those lungs. Let the legs stay rooted. Beautiful. Huge inhale. Stay there, let it go. Blink the eyes open. Circle the arms up towards the sky. Inhale. Forward fold, dive it out. Halfway up. Hands to the earth, step or hop it, wash all of that out. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, downward facing dog. We got one last round. It is a little longer, but we're going to take what we just did, and that's going to be the end of our round. So if you're with me, right leg's going to lift up. Inhale. Knee to nose. Remember this. Step the right foot to meet the left. Bear hover. Step the right foot forward. This time, crescent lunge on a massive breath in. Lean forward. Come into that warrior three. Stay here. Breath in and out of that nose. Yes, you've been here before. Warrior three. Find the balance. Take a huge inhale. We're coming to that standing split again, but this time we're going to add to it. So I want you to pay attention to this bottom right leg. Right now it's extended, it's going towards straight. We're going to place a bend in that bottom right knee. We're going to place a bend in the top left knee. Bring that top left knee to tap and touch that calf or the back of that leg somewhere. Tap and touch, squeeze it in, contract it in. Yoga curtsy is what we'll call it. And then press through that right foot. Lift that left leg up, standing split again. Inhale. A little quicker, bend the knees, tap and touch. Exhale. Extend and expand out. Bend the knee, tap and touch. Yes, this is 3. Inhale for expansion. Let's go to 5. Bring it in, tap and touch. Inhale, yes, we're working that bottom right leg. Tap and touch. Last one, yoga curtsy. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, bend the bottom knee. Let's come back to crescent lunge. Massive breath in. Hands down to the mat. Right leg lifts up just like before. Knee to nose. Hover to the bear pose. Step it forward again. Come back to crescent lunge. Beautiful. Warrior 2. Open out. Yes, a little different. Opening through the hips. Flip that front palm. Reverse your warrior up and back. We're going to turn this into a half moon pose. So just breathe in and out of the nose. One more inhale. Again, we're coming into half moon. Lean it into that front right leg. If you have a block, you could take it. Otherwise, you just come to the fingertips. Square and stack. Stack that left hip over the right. Flex through the left toes. Left fingertips either up towards the sky or to that left hip. Keep breathing. Right leg cooking, I know. Breathe in here. Yes, I can. Beautiful. If you're with me, take an inhale. Massive exhale. Top arm reaches up one more time. Let's square the hips again. Left hand down, left hip down. Bend the bottom knee again. We're going to bring that left knee behind and come to a seat into what we call Ardha Matsyendrasana. So that right knee is stacked over that left knee. The right toes facing forward. The left knee, in fact, I'll face you for this, is just off to the side. Let's add a twist. Inhale, reach it up. Left arm forward, right arm back. In fact, you can hook or bend to that left elbow to hook that elbow to that right knee. Find your twist. Breathe in. Breathe out. Beautiful. Inhale. Stay there. Find that last bit of twist. Unravel your way back to center. We're going to twist to the opposite side. Reach up. And then this time that right elbow hooks that right knee. Left hand behind. Twist towards the left. Breath in. Breath out. Stay here for 3. Beautiful for 2. Last one. Find that last twist. Come back to center. We're going to bring the hands in front of you. Come back to standing split. Left leg reaches up. Inhale. Forward fold. Top of your mat. Dive in. Half glance. Plant the hand. Step or hop it. Lower down. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Breathe out. Last little thing. Left side. If you're with me, left leg rises. Knee to nose, round it out. Bear pose, hover. Step that left foot forward. Inhale, I come to that crescent lunge. Lean the upper body forward. Stay here, warrior 3. Beautiful. Yes, I can. You're almost there. We just got to cook that left side this time. Keep breathing. And the way we're going to do that, bring the hands down low. Right leg lift, standing split. The way that I like to cook it is these yoga curtsies. They're sneaky. Yes, they are. So let's add them to it. We're going to get 5 of them. Bend the bottom left knee. First one slow. Bend the top right knee. Tap and touch maybe that calf. Inhale to expand, extend back to standing split. Exhale, bring it back in, tap and touch. Picking it up, inhale. Yoga curtsy on the exhale. Lift it back up. Last two. Yes, inhale. Last one, squeeze it back in. Reach the toes up, inhale. Bend the bottom knee. Let's come back to that crescent lunge. Massive breath in. Hands down to the earth. Left leg rises. Knee to nose. Bear hover. Step the left foot forward. Come to that crescent on the inhale. Open out warrior two. As you breathe out, settle. Breathe. Come back in to your shape. Virabhadrasana 2. Not here for long. Flip that front palm. Reverse your warrior. Side body stretch. Again, we're going to use this shape for transition. So only when you're ready, we're going to transition our way into a half moon pose. Slowly shift the weight into that front left foot. Stack that right hips. Flex the right toes. Right hand either to the sky or to the right hip. You decide. Keep breathing. In and out of that nose. Yes, I can. For 3. Beautiful, you guys. Last 2. Listen up. Inhale, expand that top arm again. Right hand down, right hip squares down. Bend the left knee. Bring that right knee behind and make your way to a seat. This time, that left knee's on top. Right knee's bent and right leg is out towards the left. And let's find that twist. Inhale. Beautiful. Left elbow. Left knee, right hand to the sky. Right hand to the back. Keep breathing. Find your last bit of twist. When you're ready, come back to center, reach it up. Twist to the opposite side. Keep breathing. Strong and steady. So on this side, we started with a twist to the inside and then ended with a twist to the outside. Notice if that feels any different than it did on the other. Find that last bit of twist. Come back towards center again. We're going to lean forward into that left foot. Right leg takes flight, standing split. Forward, dive, get out of that. Half glance. This is your last vinyasa. Step or hop it, lower slow. Heart lifts. Downward facing dog. Right leg's going to rise and reach. Bend the knee, open the hip, yawn it open. And then bring that knee and shin through for pigeon pose. Send that left leg back long behind you. Take a breath in. Melt your way down into a nice passive shape. Pigeon pose. Melt in. Keep breathing. This should feel good for that outer right hip, outer right glute. Stay here, last 8 rounds of breath. Maybe melt in just a little more. One more full inhale. Stay there, breathe out. Slow as you need, bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Tuck the back left toes, come back to 3-leg dog. Inhale, bend the knee, open the hip if that felt good. Set that right foot back down, downward facing dog. Left leg, let's lift it up. Bend the knee, open the hip, yawn it open. Only when you're ready, bring that left knee and shin forward. Send that right leg back. Take an inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, walk the hands forward. Make your way to this passive pigeon pose. Let yourself just melt. Let your head be heavy. Let your shoulders relax. Let your breath be steady. If you feel like the arms are doing any work, let the elbows come out wider. Just allowing yourself to cool down, to slow down. Give the legs a nice rest. Last 8 rounds. Full bottom belly breaths. One more full inhale. Deep exhale. Gentle as ever, plant the hands under the shoulders, tuck the back right toes, come back to that 3-leg dog. Inhale, maybe open the hip. Set it back down, downward facing dog. Last time, press the chest back. Set the knees down and scoot the legs off to the side. We're coming to a seat. And you're almost to your back, I promise. We're just going to get one seated forward fold. So bring the legs out long in front of you. Once you're there, reach the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, dive forward and find that space through the back of the body. Not only the legs, but up through the back, the spine, even to the crown of the head as you fold in towards your knees. You don't have to be touching your knees by any means. Just feel that length. And stay here for 8. Together, let's lengthen out through the crown of the head. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, melt in just a little bit more. That could be a centimeter or a millimeter, folding in. Slow, slow, slow. Climb the upper body up. Plant the hands, scoot the hips forward, make your way onto your back. Hug the knees into the chest once you get there. Give yourself a little rock, side to side, maybe even some circles with the knees. And we're going to get just a couple last shapes. Let's find a supine twist. Arms out wide to a T. Let's drop the knees over towards the right side to start out. It should feel good. Nice supine twist. If you want a little bit more, the gaze comes over towards the left fingers. And you just breathe. Find that last bit of twist. Only when you're ready, bring the knees up through center. We'll just switch sides, so keeping the arms wide, dropping the knees over towards the left. Maybe, and I mean maybe, the gaze over towards the right fingertips. Find your nice supine twist. Last full breath in. Last full breath out. Slowly lift the knees back up towards center. Let's give ourselves one last huge squeeze. Squeeze into a little ball. Squeeze the fingers, the toes. Huge breath in. Shavasana. As you extend those legs out long. As you let the arms fall wide. And you let the shoulders relax behind you. Let the legs be heavy. Complete rest. Nothing to do. Nowhere to be. If you'd like to stay, please do. Otherwise, just gently wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers, extend through the feet, maybe reach the arms up and overhead, find a full body stretch. Roll your way off to your favorite side, no rush. And only when you're ready, pressing your way up. We will say that is the official end. I hope you leave feeling a little more light and free. Namaste.